Nigeria denies signing EU-ACP agreement on LGBTQ. Russia wants to classify the international LGBT social movement as extremist. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic remake is dead. Dragon's Dogma 2 release date is March 22, 2024. Warner Bros. Denies that Wonder Woman will be a service game after job listing. The first Half-Life is available for free until November 20th. More than 2,400 Ukrainian children have been taken to Belarus, a Yale study finds. Bulgaria's Soviet stockpiles and large defense industry may be key to Ukraine's success.
Karen Gillan, Hugh Bonneville to star in new cancel culture dramedy from Stephen Moffat. Ride cancelled by Hallmark after one season. Netflix's The Railwaymen was handpicked by producer Aditya Chopra to be its first series, director reveals. Andre 3000's solo debut, New Blue Sun, eschews Outkast-style rap for a peaceful, easy feeling. Kanye West drops new song Vultures, first track since anti-Semitic meltdowns ruined his career.
Burn Gaza now, nothing less, says deputy head of Israel's legislature. Israel approves daily entry of fuel into Gaza after U.S. pressure.
BBC investigation claims nearly 20,000 men have fled Ukraine to avoid being drafted. UK estimates indicate that Russia has lost 15% of its tank inventory in Ukraine. Zelensky says the West's arms deliveries have really slowed down since Israel-Hamas war. IDF suspends soldier who threw stun grenade into West Bank mosque. Israel's right to self-defense must not be called into question, says Germany's Scholz. Hamas has demanded Israel stop flying drones over Gaza in hostage negotiations, sources say. Big players stop advertising on Musk platform X. Apple, Disney and IBM to pause ads on X after anti-Semitic Elon Musk tweet. An EU Commission advises services to stop advertising on Elon Musk's X. Lionsgate suspends advertising on X. White House condemns Elon Musk's abhorrent endorsement of anti-Semitism.
German lawmaker advocates for Bitcoin to become legal tender. Massive crypto mining rig discovered under Polish court's floor, stealing power. Swiss federal court snubs request for gold sector transparency.
Jamaica's Christopher Taylor banned for 30 months for doping rule violation. In Canada, former Olympic kayaker Angus Mortimer banned from the sport after panel finds he groomed teenagers. Lewis Hamilton's SF1 Mercedes race car sells for $18.8 million. EU strikes deal on new ecocide rules to put polluters in jail. In India, Punjab sees over 1,200 farm fires despite red alert warning. Ireland supported keeping weed killer glyphosate on the market for another 10 years in EU vote.
Netflix documentary series of David Beckham triggers spike in Premier League shots from long range. Chris Messina joins Nicholas Hoult in Clint Eastwood's Juror Number 2. Sean Combs, Cassie settle her bombshell rape, sex trafficking lawsuit day after filing. A fan of Taylor Swift dies after falling ill during concert in Rio de Janeiro. Robert Pattinson says he once spent 6 months sleeping on an inflatable boat on the floor because he had no other furniture. The world's top chess federation won't let transgender women compete until relevant proof is accepted by officials. 1/3 of U.S. newspapers as of 2005 will be gone by 2024. Genital herpes linked to accelerated brain shrinkage. In Germany, condom replaces pill as the #1 contraceptives, as per BZGA poll. Measles deaths worldwide jumped 40% last year, health agencies say.
YouTube now allows breastfeeding videos to be monetized. Leading Taliban speaks at Didib community, Turkish-run Islamic Society, in Cologne. World's 280 million electric bikes and mopeds are cutting demand for oil far more than electric cars, researchers say. Bulgaria will refuse to import oil from Russia in March. World's largest single-site solar project opens in Abu Dhabi. Bird like dinosaurs, slept like modern birds, new fossil reveals. Extinct Australian vulture thought to have perished 50,000 years ago with fall of megafauna.
Over 90% of children's diet is junk food, reports a study. Ingestible electronic device detects breathing depression in patients. Vegetable oil-based surfactants, such as soaps, are adjuvants that enhance the efficacy of neonicotinoid insecticides and can bias susceptibility testing in adult mosquitoes.
Down syndrome associated with serious respiratory complications. Reportedly, cheap medicines prevented migraine, as well as expensive ones.
Samsung UK customers affected by a year-long data breach. T-Mobile sued after employee stole nude images from customer phone during trade-in. Silicon Valley's party animal convicted for defrauding investors over $18 million.
AI-generated movie posters with Disney logos force Microsoft to alter Bing image creator. Unity 6 engine will launch in 2024 with expansion of responsibly sourced AI tools. People can't access their AI girlfriend because the service went down after CEO jailed for setting his apartment on fire.
A Ghana Reparations Summit agrees on a global fund to compensate Africans for the slave trade. EU agrees to ban exports of waste plastic to poor countries. Malaysia on alert as killer Malayan tigers blamed for deaths of 4 in Kelantan. OPEC Plus weighs further oil production cuts as anger mounts over Gaza. The New York Times poetry editor resigns over company's Israel-Hamas coverage. No more warmongering lies. Israel and Poland under-21s players hold minute silence after kickoff to protest UEFA's refusal to hold a moment of remembrance for Hamas attack victims.
Google paid $8 billion to make its apps default on Samsung phones. BlackBerry and Malaysian government sign cybersecurity deal in San Francisco. The new Cadillac Optiq is the brand's smallest EV. North American Car of the Year, NACTOY announces top 9 finalists for Car, Truck and Utility of the Year. Redwood, Inc.'s long-term EV battery materials supply deal with Toyota.
Cillian Murphy to receive 2023 Desert Palm Achievement Actor Award at Palm Springs Film Fest. In Leo, Adam Sandler plays a literal teacher's pet in Winning Tune from the TV Funhouse team.
Dune, Part 2 moves up 2 weeks to a March 1, 2024 theatrical release. Star Wars documentary about infamous 1978 holiday special sets release date. Leviathan Productions developing Henry Ford's War on Jews book as film. Earth facing dire sea level rise up to 20 meters, even if climate goals met. UK among nations condemned for epic mackerel overfishing disaster. Kim Kardashian criticized by Greenpeace over nipple bra promo video. In Canada, Alberta underestimates methane emissions by 50%, claims a study. Silvinho's Albania qualifies for Euro 2024 and makes history. In Brazil, Flamengo FC records temperature of 70 degrees Celsius on synthetic grass fields, destroys cleats. In the UK, Everton deducted 10 points by Premier League and face compensation bill. Burnley, Leeds and Leicester plan to sue Everton FC for £300 million. After Toffees were found guilty of breaking Premier League spending rules. Australia to donate match fees from Palestine match to Gaza. Unhappy Signs says he's paying the price for F1's failings after damage and penalty. London's Mayor Sadiq Khan gives councils new powers to buy 10,000 homes and take on social housing crisis. The share of Americans who are mortgage-free is at an all-time high.
In the UK, unemployed will lose free NHS prescriptions if they refuse work. International students in Canada will be restricted to 20 hours work week. Malaysia's GDP growth inches up to 3.3% but remains lackluster. Canada's profligate spending forced interest rates higher, Scotiabank says. Brazil's economy enters negative territory in Q3, shows central bank data. NASA scientists think some planets are shrinking because powerful radiation from their cores is pushing away their atmospheres. In the USA, DARPA launches initiative to protect tactical mixed reality technologies. Starship's lunar lander missions to require nearly 20 launches, NASA says. Scientists reveal China's rocket created mysterious 100 feet wide crater on the moon after it crashed last year.
FCC images show Apple Watch Ultra prototype with black ceramic back. Reliance Jio plans cloud laptop in bid to reduce ownership costs. Sony's new mastering monitor with 4,000 nits could be bad news for OLED TVs. U.S. Congress leaves town with budget, Ukraine, Israel issues unresolved. Speaker Johnson says he'll make 44,000 hours of January 6 footage available to the general public. SEC defers decisions on 2 more spot Bitcoin ETF applications. Fidelity files for spot Ethereum ETF, trailing BlackRock's lead by 2 days. OpenAI's Sam Altman from CEO and board roles. WorldCoin drops 12%.
Trump's mistrial motion in New York fraud case rejected by judge. Colorado judge rules Trump engaged in an insurrection, but can still run for president. Donald Trump opens up stunning 39-point lead over Ron DeSantis in GOP, U.S. Republican Party, rivals home state of Florida.
Japan, South Korea float idea of stronger ties through startups. China, Japan reaffirms strategic relationship in rare leader talks. Trudeau, Xi appeared to avoid each other at APEC summit. Liberia's bouquet closes in on presidency, with most ballots tallied. In Australia, HMAS Toowoomba naval divers forced to exit water over Chinese warship sonar pulses. OpenAI osts Altman as CEO, board says it lost confidence in him. OpenAI President Greg Brockman quits as shocked employees hold all-hands meeting. OpenAI interim CEO urges focus, stresses Microsoft support.
Samsung boss pleads for chance to lead as prosecutors seek jail. Recently, Samsung's boss denied wrongdoing as South Korea prosecutors seek jail term over 2015 merger. In India, RBI orders Bajaj Finance to stop lending via Ecom and Insta EMI card with immediate effect.